In this video, I'm going to go over the color collection theme pack that's now available in the store. So the store has recently had a bit of a refresh, and you can now view all the products by category. So we can see the templates, components, projects, themes, and resources. So they're all in here for you to have a browse around and see what you'd like to download or buy. There's plenty of free stuff in here as well, so do go and have a look around. Now the color collection, let's go to the themes. The color collection is here, and you can get a little bit more information about it, and you can see the sample project here that's included with it. So you can just purchase this. It's on sale now for a few days, so do pick it up if you're thinking you might want it. There's also a free theme as well, Terminal. So you can just click to download that and it will install straight away. Right, let's close that out the way, and we're going to do a new project. And if you've purchased the color collection theme, when you create a new project, you'll see this in your library. So I'm going to click color collection, and boom, that's opened. So let me just rearrange my workspace here. So straight out of the gate, it's got one of the new themes applied to it, and as I scroll down here, we can see all the different areas. We've set up quite a few things here just to give you an idea of how the different themes look. So let's go to the theme studio, which is up here, and we'll make this a little bit bigger. And you can see this has automatically added all the new themes to the theme browser. So if I just click on these, it will change. So Amethyst is one of the new ones, Blueberry. And you can see this changing just as I click on them. Matcha, Seafoam, Strawberry, and Tangerine. So these are all really nice. They're all very colourful themes, kind of based on, giving you that really overall look. Here's this default system one, which is quite grey. And you can see when I switch to these, we get different coloured corners, different shadows, and obviously different colours, different fonts. So there's quite a nice selection of fonts here that we worked on, font pairings to make them work really well together. So mainly for the heading text and the body, we've done a lot of work there to make sure they look nice together. And you can see them change. So they've all got their own kind of personality. I do like the strawberry theme. Obviously, this is, I've kind of picked everything to be in this file to really show off the theme. So this is quite a good theme or quite a good project to open if you're wanting to play around and see how things look before you build your site. You can just take a look. So you can see Terminal here, the free theme on the forum, really gives it this old school vibe. And in this project that you get with the color collection, it is set up for dark and light mode. So again, this is really nice to check how things look, how these themes look between light and dark mode. So yeah, it's pretty nice that you can just click these and get a wildly different look on the same content. This is a really nice feature, the theme studio and the way this works. Obviously, if you don't want dark mode, there is an option for that. You can go to the settings, just turn that off if you don't want to worry about dark mode and light mode. That's really easy. Just switch it off there. So there are some defaults here. We've got a separate page which will show you kind of give you an overview of the brand, accent, surface, and text color. Again, this is really handy to open this project and just to have a look. Let me move this around so we can see this a bit better. Just to have a look at what these main colors of the theme are. So, and this is great for all the built-in themes as well. Gives you a nice overview of how things are going to look. And below these colors, we've got the typography, which is also nice to look through. So you can kind of check how things are sized. And also we have, we've done this little section down here for shadows and corner radiuses. So you can get a feel for how this looks. If I go to build, you can see this is a completely different look. There's no default shadow and everything's very angular. So there we go. As I click through these, you can see they've really got a different vibe, a lot of these. Let's go to terminal. Boom. And again, this is kind of set up for dark and light mode, so you can see how this looks against how things might look if you want that look as well. So yeah, you can see here these are really harsh shadows. So this is just a nice tester if you're thinking about going for a theme on a project. With the way we've set this up, it's nice just to go through and see if you like the general look for all the things, including the colors and the shadows. Now, of course, you can override these things. So if there's, let's go back to defaults actually. So if there's some of these colors you don't like, what we can do, we can go over to, let's pick one of the new themes, Amethyst. I can go into here and I can go to the my colors area, and we can override any of these colors. Now on my build here, my themes are in dev mode because we built them and it's a dev pack I've got installed here. So that's why we're seeing these as all editable here. On your build, you won't see this. You just have to override these. So on this theme, I'm thinking I like this purple look. These are all great. The accent color, I'm not sure. I kind of want to change this. So what we can do, we can override this by hitting the plus button. Whoops, not that one in here. You'll be able to override this by hitting the plus button, and that will give you a new one up here. But we'll just duplicate this and call it accent. And this will override the default one in here. So now you can see, as soon as I've added that, that's changed this gradient to orange. And perhaps we don't want that. We want to go, you know, we could pick any color that we wanted to work with this. As this is purple, color theory, a nice way to do this if you want to find a color that kind of complements it. You can go across the wheel and pick an opposing color there. So pick any color you want, change the shade. For this one, you know, we might want our accent color to be just a little bit muted like this. And again, we could do the same with the surface. So I've just typed in surface there, so it overrides the surface color. And let's change this to, I think we'll go for something similar, but I'll make it, yeah, let's make it more muted. So we're going gray. And you can see these colors changing around here as I do this live. So there we go. Let's go home. And so now I've changed these colors. This is overridden all of these colors in here. So these are really nice to handle global theme changes. Now what happens if I change these? It keeps those colors I've overridden. So it's picking up the other colors and the fonts and things like that. But it's keeping these two overridden colors. And if we don't want these, I can rename this to something else. So they're not being used. And then we're back to using the theme's default colors. Or I can just get rid of them completely, bring them back, really up to you. And with these custom colors, rather than having this gradient, what you can do, you can customize every single color along this palette. Now, these are available. You probably know this by now if you're a Elements user of, you've been using this a while. But once you create these in here, these are then available in the picker. So I could have a completely custom color here. Whoops. Let me just, I could have a completely custom color here, change this, and I could go through this color wheel and we could do something like this, because these are all the colors I want to use in my site. So if you've got a whole bunch of colors you know you're going to want to use throughout your site, this is quite a good way to do it. if you're got very specific colors you want, you know. So there we go. So that's our custom color palette. And then when we come over here, pick custom color, boom, and there's all our colors we can pick from. I'm going to change that back to surface. Yeah, so really customizable. And you can obviously do this with the fonts as well. We can override these and pick a different Google font. If we like this overall vibe, but because I like these colors, but I'm saying I'm not quite happy with this this heading text here. Now this is set in here, the font is called heading, and why because we could create a new font here and pick something new. Let's just go with that, which is fine, but that means for all our headings we'd have to come through here and then pick that new font, whereas really we want to change all the fonts on our site, all the heading fonts on our site in one go. We don't want to have to go through and pick this, change this to sans, then come down here, change this to sans. That's a lot of work. What you want to do is come in here and override the heading. So I click override heading. When we remove our sans one, override heading. And now when I pick another font, you can see all the places where I'm using the heading text will just update. So again, this is really nice. I can go through here and really test. And let's go back to defaults. So my typography here, this is a really good way to check headings. I can see all the different sizes. And until we find something that we really want to go with, you know, you could spend a lot of time in here. There's a lot of Google fonts. So we go with something like that. But you can see it's updated all those headings throughout my entire site. So really, really quick to work this way. And this is why the Theme Studio is so powerful. Especially if you keep to really standard things like using these body, code and header, because again, body, override body, and then it's there, and then we can pick something else and it updates all the text within my site. So this really works a lot like, well, it is a global style sheet. If you were used to coding sites by hand, or you know a bit of HTML and CSS, this really is a global style sheet. Just you get to visually work with it. So there we go. So we've easily changed that, and you can do this with everything. We can override these font sizes as well. If I know all my fonts here are generally set to large, I could override this and then set my size and line height and things like that. And it's the same for all of these: spacing, shadows, border width. So you don't have to, when you pick a theme, this is the point I was getting to, when you pick a theme here, you don't have to stick with the default colors or the default spacing or things like that. You can go in and customize it. These are great starting points. Really good to find something you like and then override the various settings to really make it your own. So let's just remove these. So yeah, this is the color collection project that will be, if you purchase the collection, then it's available there for you to use and have a play around with. And if you want to use any of these settings, any of these sections, let's just create a new project. We'll create an empty project. If you want to use any of these settings, the way to do that, we're working on drag and drop support, so you'll be able to drop between documents. That's not available yet. What you can do, you can just copy a section. So here I'm just pressing Command C. I can come back over here, click inside the editor, and Command V, boom, there it is. And so really easy to get those into new projects. That is how to do it. So again, I could copy this, come over here, paste this in, and move this around. We'll move this to the top. There we go. Yeah, and then you've got a new project to play around with. And again, let's just pick that. There we go. So you can see, and this one here is on amethyst. So we can put that on strawberry. Boom. Yeah, so this is really nice, especially if you want you can use these bits in new projects. Quite handy as a starting point. Let's go and preview this in the browser. So got some little rollover effects. So this is all set up, ready for you to use. Audio player there. Got some little hovers on these, very nice. Let's scroll down, tabs. These work, all styled and ready to go. Set up for mobile as well, so it resizes nicely. It's a very simple project, but it's very handy to have something like this so that you can see how all the defaults work and really get the most out of the themes. So that's the color collection theme pack. It comes with 6 themes ready for you to use and play around with, and 1 project, and you can get that if you open up the marketplace here. Go to themes, then you'll find both of these. Download the terminal theme for free and purchase this one, and they'll, as soon as you do this, boom, they'll appear right inside Elements ready for you to use. So you don't need to restart or anything like that. They're just available instantly, and that's the same for all these things. As soon as you install them, they're available and ready for you to use. So, and you can see all your installed things here and uninstall, etc. So, all right, I'll wrap up this video now because that's been long enough on this little color sampler. So do go and check that out, and got any questions about it, problems, issues, you want to know how to do something, just post over on the forum because we're always there ready to help out. All right, thanks for watching this one, and I will see you soon. Cheers, bye.